temporarily from the New Hampshire Liberty Forum in Manchester, New Hampshire. This is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, February 21st, 2016. Silver is trading at $15.35 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,226 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $439. Antiwar.com reports a heretofore mostly unknown Kurdish faction calling itself the Kurdistan Freedom Falcons, TAK, is claiming the credit for the Wednesday bombing in the Turkish capital of Ankara, saying it was revenge for Turkish attacks on the Kurdish city of Cizre. Not much is known about the TAK at this point, but it is describing itself as a splinter group from the Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, the primary Turkish Kurdistan faction against which the Turkish government is waging a war that spans most of the nation's southeast. The only previous TAK incident to get any sort of public attention was in December, when the group claimed credit for a mortar attack against the Istanbul airport, a strike which killed a single civilian employee. Turkey, however, blamed the Ankara bombing on the Syrian Kurdish faction, the YPG, and used it as a pretext for further attacks against northern Syria, along with a new round of demands that its allies sever all ties with Syria's Kurds.
For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
Reuters reports Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump rolled to victory on Saturday in South Carolina in a contest that saw former Florida Governor Jeb Bush drop out of the race, while Democratic hopeful Hillary Clinton beat back against a strong challenge from Bernie Sanders in Nevada. The victories by Trump and Clinton solidified their positions as the frontrunners to win their parties' respective presidential nominations ahead of the November 8th elections. Bush suffered a distant fourth-place finish in a Republican contest and announced he had suspended his campaign, ending his dream of becoming a third Bush president after his father and his brother. By winning both South Carolina and New Hampshire and holding leads in the 11 states that vote on March 1st, Trump was arguably on track to win the nomination, an outcome that seemed astounding to contemplate when he got into the race late last summer. He easily defeated Florida Senator Marco Rubio and Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who were in a close fight for second and the right to declare themselves the anti-Trump alternative. Meanwhile, Clinton's victory in the Nevada Democratic Caucus could help calm Democratic Party worries about the strength of her campaign. Her win denied Sanders the breakthrough win he had sought in a state with a heavy minority population, but his ability to close a one-time double-digit polling lead for Clinton suggests the Democratic nominating race will be long and hard-fought.
You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and numerous supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $3 per month through Patreon and get perks like ad-free versions of FPP Radio News and Peace, Love, Liberty Radio. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. That's FANS.fppradio.com.
UPI reports President Barack Obama urged a group of Democrat governors to allow citizens to participate in democracy, quote, the way our founding fathers intended, unquote, by making voting as easy as possible. While speaking at the Democratic Governors Association meeting on Friday, the president said he would focus this year on protecting the right to vote. Obama said the job of our democracy is to make it easier, not make it harder for our citizens to be able to vote, and we need to be modernizing voting to reflect the way that people live today. Obama cited a law in his home state of Illinois that will go into effect this year and expand early voting, allowing voters to register and vote on Election Day. Obama said this is about more than just creating economic opportunity. It's about preserving the rights and opportunities of generations of Americans that have fought so hard to secure and broaden our democracy. It's about making democracy as good as it can be. He also praised the adoption of automatic voter registration in Oregon and California as examples of changing the voting process to reflect a modern way of life. He said in Oregon alone, they're hoping to register 300,000 voters this year, and so I'd encourage your steps to take a look at the proposal that they've put forward. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.